Hey foodies, how you doing? This recipe is gonna be ideal for anybody who really wants some delicious chicken, but they don't want to go outside and put it on a grill, or it's too hot to turn on that oven. I was actually planning to bake some chicken and I changed my mind, put it in the air fryer, and it was perfect. Let's get into it. So the first thing I'm going to do, guys, is spatchcock the chicken. So that just means cutting out the backbone just to help it lay flat. When you cut out that backbone, it's just going to cook evenly. It's going to cook faster and it remains nice and juicy. So you just want to cut on either side of the backbone. You can lay it like this and use the kitchen scissors, or you can stand the chicken up and just use a strong, sharp knife. So just cut on either side and take out that backbone. Okay, if you want to, you can save the backbone for some stock or chicken broth, or you could even put it in the air fryer. Okay, so after you take that out, you want to cut about a 1/4 inch into the cartilage right above that breastbone. So just cut right there. Don't cut all the way through, okay, just a little bit. And then you're just going to push up the breastbone. What I like to do as well is flip it over and just press on there right at the top. That just helps to flatten it even more. You are good to go, and all you need to do now is just clean up the chicken a little further. So of course you want to take off any excess fat and anything else that you just need to get out of there and get your chicken looking nice and clean. So just use a knife, scrape out all of that stuff, and give your chicken a rinse with some lime or vinegar, and you're good to go. Pat dry the chicken and then prick the chicken all over. This is going to help the marinade and the seasonings to just soak into that chicken. I do not prick the skin, but what I do is I lift the skin and prick the flesh underneath the skin. Okay, once you've done that, add your chicken seasoning, onion powder, garlic powder. Go in with some black pepper, of course, and you can add some salt depending on how salty the chicken seasoning is. This is wet jerk seasoning right here, and I'm going to be adding minced garlic and green seasoning. Green seasoning is a blend of aromatics, herbs. I'll leave all the details in the description box below the video. And then this is just a little bit of browning, just for some color, you know. You can add a little bit. If you don't have it, that's fine. Rub everything into that chicken. Make sure you lift up the skin and go right under there and just get the seasoning into the chicken. Once you've seasoned this, guys, I want you to let it sit in the fridge for at least 24 hours. That is ideal. Of course, if you're watching this video and you say to yourself, I have to make this tonight, this looks too good, I understand, right? So try and marinate it for an hour then, right? But 24 hours in the fridge, that's even better. So guys, the chicken was good to go to put in the fridge overnight, and I changed my mind, guys. I was gonna put it in the oven the next day, but then I thought we've been having some really hot days. As much as I'm in Canada right now, it is very hot sometimes. So I changed my mind. I took the chicken out and I cut it in half, and I decided that I would put it in the air fryer instead. So I just took it out, and then I'm just gonna be cutting it in half right between the breasts there. And don't worry about the seasoning that's getting on the cutting board, because listen, I just scraped that up and put it right back on the chicken. So of course, guys, since you're watching this, then you'll know I decided to cut the chicken in half. So you can cut your chicken in half before you put your seasoning on, alright? So after you spatchcock the chicken, cut it right in half, and then apply the seasonings that I've suggested. And let it marinate overnight. So the next day, guys, I set my air fryer to air fry and then 350 degrees Fahrenheit, and I preheated for 7 minutes. Okay, after the 7 minutes, open that up, spray on a little bit of cooking spray, and lay the chicken in breast side up. So you want to make sure the skin side is up first. Open up the other side and then do the same thing. A little cooking spray if you want to, and then the chicken goes in. Oh, and make sure when you put the chicken in, guys, you tuck the wingtip behind the chicken breast just to prevent it from cooking too fast and burning or browning too quickly. So we're going to cook the chicken halves 350 Fahrenheit for 20 minutes. And while that's cooking, let's work on this little quick tipsy sauce. Easy, easy. Get your favorite barbecue sauce, add to the pan over low to medium heat. Then we're going to go in with some Jamaican red label wine. All right. So you can add a little more than I suggest if you want to, but just pour that in. Then add some honey. If you've been following my channel for a while, you know I love honey in almost everything. So this is no surprise to you, right? So get that in there and add some allspice berries. You can crush them or leave them whole. And of course, we're going to go in with another ingredient to make this a little bit more tipsy. After a few minutes, when the sauce, reduces a little bit and is not as runny, we are going to add some Jamaican Appleton rum last minute just to get that nice rum flavor in there. And here you are, just after simmering it for a little bit, you're looking for this kind of consistency. Okay, super simple. Let's check on the chicken. This is gorgeous, guys. Look at the beautiful color. And this is just the air fryer. We're not using a grill. So beautiful. We're gonna flip this over. Please use your tongs, guys. I have chef hands, so if you see me using my finger, I'm cooking for my family and I have chef hands, so sometimes I don't even feel a thing. Use your tongs for everything. All right, I'm just gonna flip the chicken over and we are going to be cooking this for 10 minutes at 350 Fahrenheit. 10 minutes. After the 10 minutes, pull those out and then you're gonna brush on that tipsy sauce that we had on the stove. So just brush on a little bit and then you'll flip this over and brush on more sauce. If you have a favorite jerk sauce, like a brand that you like, you could also add that to the tipsy sauce on the stove. I'm trying to make this super simple, guys. If you want to make barbecue sauce from scratch, you can do that too, okay? But this is pretty easy, so give it a try. So brush on the sauce, flip it over, and brush on more sauce. So these are looking good already. We just need to cook this for another 10 to 15 minutes because we want the sauce to stick to the chicken, because we want it to kind of look like we went outside and spent time on the grill. So 350 for 10 to 15 minutes. After the 10 minutes, guys, this is my gorgeous chicken looking like it's coming straight off the grill. Look at that beautiful color. Anytime I'm having anything jerk, even if it's not done on a wood fire, I want to see that dark caramelized skin. It's full of flavor and the chicken is so juicy. Make sure you let the chicken rest for at least 8 minutes or so before you cut it up, because you don't want all the juices to run out. So let it rest and then you can start cutting into it. This was succulent. Give it a try and you're gonna come back and tell me how it went, because I'm not gonna disappoint you guys. So just try this Tipsy air fryer jerk chicken. All right, I'll see you guys next time.